We've come to the world of extending the printing press into the digital world. Marshall McLuhan, the media theorist, argued that the printing press was the product that created the modern Western world. All automation and all factory-style assembly lines, like the Ford assembly line or even the linear arrangement of desks in the school, are deeply ingrained in the printing press, or what he called the Gutenberg galaxy. Now, we have a word for this kind of uncreative automation: the cliché. The problem with AI is that it just spits out clichés. It is the continuation of this linear factory-style clichés, but just in an automatic form, in a digital form. AI is basically that good student, the one that sits in the front row and knows the correct answers. It's not the artist or the rebel that sits somewhere and throws papers at the smartass. And the reason I'm saying that the AI is the new printing press is because the printing press itself created the cliché as such. When the printing die was hitting the metal, it made this click, click sound, hence the word cliché. People were annoyed by this cliché language that the printing press created and spread, so they made the concept out of it. By automating texts and distributing them on a large scale, the concept of the cliché was born. So if it seems that this annoyance with the clichés continues in the age of AI, it just takes a new form. The printing press was spreading clichés to such an extent that Western society began to incorporate this assembly line thinking in its subconsciousness. It incorporated it in its economy. It took it into its education system. You remember the famous phrase of Henry Ford: "You can have any color you want as long as it's black." It's almost a reference to the black ink of the printing press. McLuhan even had a book called From Cliché to Archetype, where he reiterates the point that the cliché has become a sort of a subconscious archetype in the mindset of the Western world. As one example he uses is the theater of the absurd by the Romanian-French playwright Eugene Ionesco, who literally pulled the English expressions from the Assimil language book, the dictionary, and made a play out of the clichés called the Bald Soprano. Ionesco essentially made a whole theater play from clichés of the printing press and showed society this absurdity. It showed it back to them. I think we need a revival of this kind of play about AI and its clichés that it spits out. Maybe there actually is such a play, but I'm just not aware of it. So let me know in the comments if I missed something. But because if AI was a person, it would be this highly intelligent, maybe even kind of autistic person that knows all the answers, but just doesn't read the room. It can read the text very well, but not the room. David Brooks had this piece in The Atlantic, The People Who Will Thrive in the Age of AI, where he argues that there will be essentially two types of people: those who will use AI to think less and those who will use AI to think more. Basically, that separation has already existed. But one extra territory that has never been touched, in my opinion, in such a scale is creativity. It becomes quite easy to fall into the laziness trap of creativity. So if you're thinking of going into the creative field, a new one, I'd advise you not to fall into it. Use AI for clichés. It just does a fantastic job in it. Use it for a specific skill that you need, for a specific software or questions that you have about some process. But don't use it when you need to be creative. It will throw you back into the assembly line. It will tell you that this is the best way, that black is the only color, that the same clichés that have been around for hundreds of years, and now we're just intensifying them and expanding them to new areas. Resist the temptation. Don't sign this pact with the devil. And speaking about signing pacts with the creative devil, there's this great book by Thomas Mann called Dr. Faustus about this fictitious composer named Adrian Leverkühn, who is actually a personification of the real composer Arnold Schoenberg. And he basically contracts syphilis in order to unlock the creative side to create new music. So that's a really sort of signing the pact with the devil in order to achieve creative, unlimited power. The sort of the recurring Faustian bargain, the Faustian archetype. So this is what happens actually. The dangers with AI is this contracting cliche disease to beat the system. But this is just not going to work. From experience, I can tell that people read the room much, much better than the AI. the subtleties of psychology, the simplicity of what triggers us is just, AI is way, way behind. And again, I'm quite happy about it. That's what I want to tell you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll leave you with some words by Mr. McLuhan himself.
Do you know that there's very little prose that you can read out loud? The moment most prose has never been written for the ear at all, and when you have to suddenly read it in public, a quote, you suddenly realize you're reading the work of a man who never heard what he was writing.